My name is Minted Finance, and I spend way too much time thinking about why we make terrible financial decisions when our phones are dying. If you're someone who's ever bought something you didn't need because it was just easier to tap your phone and get it over with, or if you've noticed that your worst spending happens when you're tired, distracted, or just trying to get through your day, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, because what I'm about to show you is going to completely change how you think about every purchase you make. So here's a question that's going to sound weird at first, but stick with me. When was the last time you made a purchase on your phone when your battery was below 20%? Now think about what you bought. Was it something you planned? Was it something you researched? Or was it just the fastest way to solve whatever problem was in front of you in that moment? Here's the thing. Researchers at multiple universities have been studying this exact phenomenon, and what they found is absolutely wild. When your phone battery drops below 20%, you are 42% more likely to make an impulsive purchase. Not a little more likely, 42%. That's almost half again as likely to just hit buy now without thinking it through. Now look, this isn't just about your battery percentage. This is about something way bigger that almost nobody is talking about when it comes to personal finance. We spend all this time debating budgeting apps and investment strategies, and whether you should use the debt snowball or the debt avalanche method. But we completely ignore the fact that the state of your phone, your brain, and your environment is actively sabotaging your financial decisions every single day. And companies know this. They are engineering their entire sales process around catching you at your weakest moments. Here's what most people don't realize. Your phone battery isn't just an indicator of how much charge you have left. It's actually a pretty reliable indicator of your decision-making capacity in that moment. Think about it. When your battery is low, what else is true? You're probably later in the day, you've been making decisions all day long, you're experiencing what psychologists call decision fatigue. You're probably tired, you might be hungry, you're almost certainly more stressed because now you have this additional worry that your phone is going to die and you're going to miss something important. You're in what researchers call a scarcity mindset. And when you're in a scarcity mindset, your brain literally changes how it processes information. A study from Princeton and Harvard found that when people are worried about one scarce resource, whether that's time, money, or even phone battery, they start making worse decisions across the board. It's like your brain gets so focused on managing that one scarce thing that it stops properly evaluating everything else. So when you see that low battery warning, your brain shifts into this mode where it's just trying to get things done as quickly as possible. And what's the fastest way to solve a problem? Buy something. Need dinner? Order delivery instead of cooking. Need a gift? One-click purchase. Need to solve literally any minor inconvenience? There's an app for that, and it costs money. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Minted Finance, but I'm a responsible person. I don't just buy random stuff because my phone battery is low. And look, I believe you. You're probably pretty good with money most of the time. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't about being responsible or irresponsible. It's about the fact that every single person has a finite amount of willpower and decision-making capacity each day. And companies are specifically designing your purchasing processes to hit you when that capacity is lowest. Let me give you an example. It's 7:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. You're tired, you've been at work all day, you've made approximately 35,000 decisions since you woke up, which is the actual average number of decisions an adult makes per day, according to researchers at Cornell. Your phone is at 14%, you're scrolling Instagram while sitting on your couch, and you see an ad for those pants you looked at 3 days ago. But here's the thing, they're not just showing you the pants, they're showing you the pants with a 20% off code that expires tonight. There's a countdown timer, there's a little badge that says only 3 left in your size. And the checkout process? It's literally 2 taps. You don't even have to enter your password because you set up fingerprint authentication to make your life easier. What happens in your brain in that moment? Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational decision-making and impulse control, that part is exhausted. It's been working overtime all day. Meanwhile, your limbic system, The emotional part of your brain that just wants to feel good and avoid stress, that part is fully charged and ready to go. And what does your limbic system see? It sees an easy win. It sees a way to feel good right now. It sees a problem solved with 2 taps. The rational part of your brain that would normally say, do I really need these pants? Or let me compare prices? Or let me sleep on this decision? That part is running on fumes, just like your battery. Now here's the really messed up part. Companies know this. They have entire teams of people whose job is to figure out exactly when you're most vulnerable and hit you with offers at that exact moment. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is just marketing. A former design ethicist at Google named Tristan Harris has talked extensively about how tech companies use your phone usage patterns to predict when you're most likely to convert on an ad. They know that purchases made between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. have a 37% higher average order value than purchases made during the day. They know that mobile purchases made on Sunday evening are more likely to be impulsive than ones made on Saturday morning. They know that if you've been scrolling for more than 20 minutes, you're entering a kind of hypnotic state where you're more susceptible to suggestions. And it's not just the time of day. These companies are tracking everything. They know if you're scrolling quickly, which suggests you're stressed or busy. They know if you're in a new location, which might mean you're traveling and more likely to spend. Some apps can even estimate your battery percentage based on your usage patterns and prioritize certain types of ads when they think you're running low. They are literally optimizing to catch you at your weakest moments. Let me show you what this looks like with actual numbers, because this is where it gets really scary. The average American makes about 156 mobile purchases per year. That's according to data from Shopify and similar e-commerce platforms. Now, if 42% more of those purchases are impulsive when your battery is low, and let's say conservatively that 30% of your mobile shopping happens when your battery is below 20%, that's about 20 additional impulse purchases per year that you're making just because your phone was dying. 20 purchases. Now, let's say those impulse purchases average $40 each. That's not crazy, right? That could be takeout, an item of clothing, a subscription you forgot to cancel, a mobile game purchase, whatever. That's $800 per year that you're spending because of low battery anxiety. $800. But here's the thing, that's probably low because we're not even counting the bigger purchases. We're not counting the times you bought something on your laptop after seeing an ad on your dying phone. We're not counting the subscription services you signed up for quickly and then forgot about. I guarantee you right now, if you go into your bank statement for the last 30 days and look at the purchases you made in the evening over the last month, you're going to find at least 3 or 4 things that make you think, what was I thinking? And then I want you to implement just one of the strategies I talked about. Just one. Maybe it's the 24-hour rule. Maybe it's removing your saved payment information. Maybe it's just putting your phone on the charger across the room when you get home from work. Pick one, try it for a week, and see what happens. Because here's the thing, if protecting yourself from low battery purchases and depletion spending can save you even just $50 a month, that's $600 a year. Invested over 30 years at a 7% return, that's over $60,000. That's a new car. That's a down payment on a house. That's early retirement. All from just being a little bit more intentional about when and how you make purchases. The companies trying to sell you stuff have spent billions of dollars figuring out how to catch you at your weakest moments. They've got teams of PhDs studying your behavior. They've got algorithms watching your every move. The least you can do is spend 10 minutes setting up some basic defenses, because your financial future is too important to let it be decided by whether or not your phone battery happens to be charged. My name is Minted Finance, and I spend way too much time thinking about this stuff, so you don't have to. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments, what's your biggest depletion spending trigger? Is it the low battery thing? Is it being tired? Is it stress shopping? I read every comment, and I want to hear your stories, because the more we talk about this stuff, the more we can protect ourselves from it. I'll see you in the next one.